Good morning, Denver. Welcome into CTC Mobile News at 8. I am Jack Johnson the 7th. Ron Burgundy is out on assignment. Today there is a new craze clouding up the tobacco industry. Ranging from former 30-year-old smokers to teenage children, the vapor industry is increasing in popularity with newer generations. They are trading in their Marlboro 27s for e-liquids and trading their pickup trucks for orange Honda Civics and blue Subarus. On scene in Arapahoe County, we now go to Nikita Kucherov for the story.
Hey Jack, there is this new thing called vaping, and it is huge. But here's the thing, much is still unknown about it, which means we need to get the government to regulate hard on this. Now, when you vape, nicotine forms, which is the same thing in cigarettes. So why shouldn't the regulation be the same? It should. When you burn vaping, oils, formaldehyde forms, which is a carcinogen. So, the goal of tobacco regulation is to prevent startups and youth. So the goal of vaping regulation should be the same. No fun flavors. And plus, in public places, there should be regulation where people cannot vape in populated public places. Okay, much is still unknown about this. So, we need to regulate hard on this, and until we know more, no one else should come in the country. That is all. Back to Jack.
Thank you, Nikita. After hearing from the pro-regulatory side of the vapor industry, we now go to Reverend Clarence Vaperstein on his stance on why vapor industry should not be regulated like tobacco. Thank you for joining us, Reverend Clarence Vaperstein. We're excited to have you here.
How you doing today?
I'm doing very well. For all our viewers, Reverend Clarence Vaperstein earned his doctorate in sub-ohms from Harvard and minored in tobacco chemistry. So, Reverend, tell us about what the vapor industry is.
The vapor industry is to get away from all the harmful tobacco products that are currently out on the market. We're looking to get people off of those things that cause so much cancer and cause so much heartache in everybody else's life.
That sounds very noble. What are the chemicals in e-liquid? Because it is a liquid, is it not?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
There are 4 simple chemicals. Vegetable glycerin is one, which is in many, many foods to keep you safe, and it's also a thickener. So they use it in things like pudding, and they use it in things like yogurt. And the second one is propylene glycol, which is used almost as a preservative or almost as a way to carry the flavor. They put it in things like Twinkies, and they put it in simple candies and whatnot. And then the third one is flavoring. So the whole thing about vaping is that we're trying to create good flavors that people like to enjoy as opposed to the nasty cigarette taste. And the fourth one is nicotine, which is the last substance that is not always necessary in the e-juice.
It says here that the nicotine is optional, yes?
Yes, nicotine is always optional because, as you know, nicotine is not the best of substances, but it's also to get away from cigarettes, and it's way less harmful in the e-juice than it is in cigarettes.
So would you recommend a former smoker or someone who's trying to come off smoking to switch to vaping?
Yeah, of course. Vaping is a way healthier alternative. There are 4,000 chemicals in a cigarette, as opposed to vaping there's 4. And all food-safe items.
That's a nice ratio. Why do you believe the vapor industry should not be regulated such as tobacco is?
Vaping should not be regulated in the fact that vaping is a very simple and easy thing to do. It is good for people that are trying to get away from cigarettes. It's not meant to harm you, and it's definitely a way better alternative as opposed to cigarettes. And we're trying to help people, not harm like the tobacco companies.
This is a big question that's been rising among parents of the new generation. Is there such thing as secondhand smoke for this vape?
No, there is not. When vape heats up, it turns into almost a water vapor type substance.
So it's safe around kids if you decide to use it in the house?
Yes, it is. And it does not smell like cigarettes. It does not create that nasty film on walls. It's very safe.
That's amazing. Well, thank you very much for your insight and expertise, Reverend Clarence Vaperstein. We appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.
We now go live to Nikita Kucherov, who has an interview with a local streetwalker.
I am here with former smoker, now vape lord, DJ Rigbrod, to help answer a few of our questions.
Yeah, I'm here at the current moment.
Alright, DJ, why did you switch to vaping?
Like, when you smoke them cigaretties, you just don't get the huge cloud. Like, when you vape, you just... oceans of smoke.
All right. Does it have the same effect as smoking?
Like, it does not. It's not like terrible for me. So like when I was smoking them cigaretties, like every day I'd be coughing, throwing up a lung, man. And now I'm on the vape, and I'm like, I'm all right. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. What is your take on the regulation?
The regulation, I think it's all right as it is, because I'm not even tripping right now, dog. Like, I got my mom and pop shop. I head in, I like get my juice, and I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I don't need the government in my business. Like, they were in my business in high school, and I'm not even allowed in high school no more, man.
Last question. Did you even graduate high school?
I did not graduate because they were not feeling my vibes. Like, I was trying to learn, and they wasn't letting me. So now I'm not educated.
All right. Thank you, and back to Jack.
Some say there should be full and total regulation of the vapor industry, such as our own Nikita Kucherov, while others say there should be zero regulation, such as Reverend Clarence Vaperstein. However, in order for the safety of American people and the vapor industry as a whole, the FDA should regulate the composition of the e-liquids to prevent any harmful extra chemicals retailers would like to put in. Also, much like cigarettes, there should be no smoking within 10 feet outside of a building. Same should apply to vaping. There should be no vaping inside of a building, or nor 10 feet of it, or for safety of children, not in children's faces. This is Jack Johnson signing off. Good night and good luck.
I switched to vaping because it's definitely like a healthier alternative. And when you smoke the cigaretties, like you don't get a major cloud. God damn it!
We broke Nikita. We should be able to.
Oh my god!
Hearing from the pro-regulation side of the vapor industry, we should now hear from the anti-regulation. Oh, regulation.